Welcome back to Raceweek Illustrated. Local drivers gathered at Montgomery Motor Speedway in Montgomery, Alabama back on August 10th. Adam Otwell of AOTV Productions filed this report.
At the start of the Open Sportsman race, things definitely got wild in a hurry.
Green, go. Third gear, high gear, clear all around.
Going into turn number 1, we had a 3-wide battle for second place as Jamie Adder in the 39 had the lead, but then Jovade Jr. in the number 33 came up and took the lead. He was pulling double duty that night, looking for a double down. Meanwhile, in the back, Shelby Ruse in the 49 was battling Daryl Colley Sr. in the number 1 machine, and right as she was about to make a move, things went bad for Daryl Colley Sr.
Go high. We got a caution.
Did I just spit him out?
No, heck no, something broke. I mean, he's leaking. There's oil all over the back straightaway.
When we went back green flag racing, Jamie Adder was doing everything he could to keep Roger Kane behind him. He was doing well until this happened.
There you go, you're catching him. Back it down. Stay low. Good job. Good job.
That was just the beginning of a bad night for Jamie Adder. When we went back green flag racing, he ended up spinning out again in turns number 3 and 4, causing the next caution. When we went back green flag racing, Jovade Jr. was able to hold everyone off and take the checkered flag, while Bobby Ruse would end up becoming the Open Sportsman champion. Way to go for both guys. After that, Jovade Jr. hopped inside his street stock car, looking to defend his street stock championship. Off the start, him and David Wood were battling it out for the lead. David Wood was on the inside, Jovade Jr. on the outside, but Jovade Jr. was able to get the lead, and David Wood was right in second place. Then David Wood had his hands full with Dwayne Westenberg breathing down his neck for second place. Then Wick Good caused the first caution when he ended up spinning out. Going back green flag racing, David Wood and Dwayne Westenberg continued to battle for second and third. Then out of nowhere, Wick Good spun out again, causing the second caution. When we went back green flag racing, it was all Jovade Jr. as he ended up taking the checkered flag, and he also walked out a 3-time street stock champion. This was also a night where the motorcycles returned to Montgomery Motor Speedway, and in the first 2 heats, we saw John Cohorn end up victorious over Robbie Bobby. In the first heat, they went the right direction, then in the second heat, they went the opposite direction. Then when it came to the first featurette, John Cohorn had the lead, but it would not be too long before Robbie Bobby was in the hunt, battling him for the lead, as they battled side by side with just a few more laps to go, and at the end of the day, it would be Robbie Bobby taking home the checkered flag in the first featurette. Then in the second featurette, they went the opposite direction again. Robbie Bobby had the lead off the start, then came John Cohorn battling him side by side. It looked like it would be a second battle between these two, battling it out for the lead. But then, lo and behold, as they were battling for the lead coming into turn number 3, then came David Lane. He was battling it out. He passed John Cohorn for second place. Then he had his eyes set on Robbie Bobby. And sure enough, right before they came to the finish line, he was able to take the lead. And after that, there was no stopping him, as he would end up taking the checkered flag, winning the second featurette. What an amazing performance by all of these men. Then it came time for the mini-mod race, and a lot of guys from St. Reese Speedway down in Birmingham decided to come up to Montgomery Motor Speedway. Off the start, it would be the number 69 of Jeremy Williams out in front. Then came Chase Bradlin. He gave a little bump to him to get a little loose, but he was able to hang on. But eventually, on the next lap, Chase Bradlin was able to take the lead away from the 69 of Jeremy Williams. Then came the 71 of Joe Collier, the current points leader, into second place. Chase Bradlin was able to take the victory, and Joe Collier walked home the mini-mod champion. Then it was time for the buzz to get it on. Off the start, Perry Bettino had the lead in the 51, but then we had the first caution came out when John Musgrove in the 21 ended up spinning out. When we went back green flag racing, it didn't take long to get to the second wreck as Floyd Brown lost control of his car after getting hit by Daryl Colley Jr. at the 18. He almost saved it, but in the end he spun out. We went back green flag racing, and once again, Perry Bettino had the lead. John Musgrove in the 21 running in second. Matthew Robbins running third in the number 36 machine. And then Darrell Colley Jr. was making a move on Floyd Brown, but then he lost control of his car and ended up spinning out, causing the next caution. We went back green flag racing again. This time, Matthew Robbins was able to make a pass on John Musgrove in the 21, with Perry Bettino still out in front. Then we had a side-by-side battle for second place between both John Musgrove in the 21 and Matthew Robbins in the 36. They battled side-by-side for continuous laps, but John Musgrove was able to get the upper hand. And it seemed like Perry Bettino was going to win this race, but then suddenly something went wrong on his car and his night was done. And coming down to the finish line, it would be John Musgrove taking the checkered flag with Matthew Robbins in the number 36 finishing in second. Adam Otwell, AOTV Productions. Brandon, back to you.
Thanks, Adam. We've got to take another quick break. When we come back, we'll have a look at dirt track action from Dixie Speedway. You're watching Raceweek Illustrated. We'll be right back.
From the dirt roads of yesterday to the super speedways of today, you can see the history of auto racing at the Georgia Racing Hall of Fame in Dawsonville. See the beginnings of modern stock car racing, from the moonshiners to today's young guns. See the cars the legends drove. Take a walk through the Hall of Fame and visit the Elliott Family Room, where Dawsonville legend Bill Elliott's trophies are on display. All that's waiting for you at the Georgia Racing Hall of Fame, 7 days a week at 415 Highway 53 East in Dawsonville.
Whether you're visiting the area or this is your home, for family fun, make your plans now. Head to Phonopolis Family Fun Center. Go-karts, bumper boats, bumper cars, water wars, mini golf, inflatables, spider zone and climbing wall, laser tag, mini bowling, a huge snack bar, and tons of great video games. The kids will have a blast, and so will you. Don't forget, with advanced reservations, Phonopolis has lots of group packages available, and they'll host your birthday parties too. Phonopolis Family Fun Center, Highway 441, Banks Crossing, Commerce.
The Dawsonville Pool Room in Dawsonville, Georgia is known for two things: great food and racing. If you're hungry, it's the place to stop for a world-famous bully burger or some other good down-home cooking. Let Gordon GP and the crew take care of your breakfast, lunch, and dinner needs Sunday through Thursday 10 to 10 and 10 to 11 Friday and Saturday. Check out the huge displays in honor of Bill Elliott, Raymond Parks, and Georgia's other racing heroes. That's the Dawsonville Pool Room, East 1st Street in Dawsonville. We'll see you there.